This is a message to believing women, an extension of what I was sharing earlier about what you're doing in Romans 10, verse 1 through 3, where you go and establish your own self-righteousness instead of establishing the righteousness of the Father, which is keeping his holy covenant, the 10 commandments. You know, that's what Yeshua, Messiah, was prophesied to come teach us, is how to enter into life. And in Luke 1:72, he came to remember, he came to perform the mercy and remember the holy covenant. You know, Acts 3, verse 19 to 26, it's about him, prophesied to teach us everything desired at Horeb, which is Deuteronomy 18:15 through 19. And you should want to desire to be pleasing to the Father and also be a cheerful giver. That's what he's seeking. He's seeking worshipers to worship him in spirit and in truth. So Yeshua prays in John 17, Father, sanctify them in thy word is truth. And Yeshua, you're supposed to be listening to him. You don't want to be destroyed. You'll be cut off if you don't hearken to him. And that's right in your New Testament that it says that. So people say to me, you know, oh, all I got to do is believe in Jesus. All I got to do is say his name. But he says to you in John chapter 5, verse 42 to 43, he says, for I know that you don't have the love of God in you. Okay, that's the 10 commandments. You don't have the love of God to love him with your whole heart, soul, mind, strength. Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God is one. And how do you love him? By keeping the commandments. Go read Deuteronomy 5, go read Deuteronomy 6. And read further down in Deuteronomy 6, verse 24 to 25, how his righteousness is counted as to our righteousness. So it's not our own filthy works, our own dirty rags, and our own way, and being wise in your own conceits, going on with your vain imagination, with your lip service. That's why Yeshua is going to say, why do you call me Lord, Lord, and not do what I say? He gave us instructions, and you're supposed to obey what he says. So verse 43, I come in my Father's name, and you receive me not. He comes in Jehovah's name. Jehovah's salvation is Yeshua. And if you want to call his name in English, it's Joshua. There's power behind his name and authority and knowing who he actually is, what he was prophesied to come to do. He was our ultimate sacrifice, and he got rid of the sacrificial system, but not the Holy Covenant. You're telling me that I can go murder now? I can go and commit adultery against my husband? I can lust and covet after your husbands? Is that what you're telling me I can do? I can go steal now, take whatever I want? I mean, there's a spiritual aspect as well. Because you murder the brethren if you don't tell them the truth. If you keep it to yourself, they're going to die in their sins. But there is an opportunity for them to be saved if you go share the truth with them. Now they got to make a choice. You know, you can lead a horse to the water, but you can't make them drink. I've learned that time and time and again. Even in my own home, we all experience things like this. So I come in my Father's name, and you receive me not. If another shall come in his name, Jesus, him you will receive, because it's easy to follow him. I can do all things. He already paid it for me. I don't have to do a thing. I can't keep those. Those are too hard to keep. So then you're denying the power of what the Holy Spirit can do. You're quenching Holy Spirit. You're denying what grace can do. It's a function. Grace convicts you. It's a divine influence on your heart, causes you to obey, teaches you to deny ungodliness and worldly lusts. I know I already said all this, but I felt like I was rushing, and, you know, I'm out of breath because I was walking. But, you know, you don't want to worship the true Messiah. You want to worship the lawless one. You know, it's like the leaven of the Pharisees. Like, did you not read the woes that Yeshua said to the Pharisees? And you have the nerve, Christian women, to call us Pharisees when we teach you the truth. We're repeating what Yeshua showed us in the scriptures. And you call us Pharisees, which is hypocrisy. The leaven of the Pharisees is hypocrisy, and you're fulfilling that. You have the nerve to rebuke those that have been risen up, to rebuke at the gate, to actually say, hey, this is where you walk, and this is the path that leads to life. This is your rest. You know, we're trying to get everybody to confess covenant. Everyone's saying, oh, if you say with your mouth, but what it means is confessing covenant. Just like marriage is a covenant that you say yes to, that you make an agreement, and then you consummate the marriage. It's not the way the church tells you. So it's the same thing. Those are your marriage vows, the Holy Covenant, the 10 Commandments. When you confess covenant with the Father, like the Israelites did, you enter into life. You start doing, you got to apply it and do what the Messiah taught us to do, which is keep those. And as you progress in the Word and learn more, you start seeing, oh my goodness, I have to eat clean as well. That never changed. Deuteronomy 14, Leviticus 11.